Everybody, nobody. It's me, Robin. And today we are in St. Regis. We've not had cell phone signal for a while, but we're finally out of Washington. And we went through Idaho, stopped at Post Falls, I think it was. Well, no, there was 2 nights in Washington where we had no cell signal whatsoever. And then Post Falls for a night in Idaho. And then we started making our way on 90, and the van kind of broke. Yeah, I always have some luck, but the van broke in Saltese, Montana, about 21 miles from where I currently am. We got very lucky. Montana Towing, actually. Very good company. It helped us out so much. And from what I understand, tomorrow they're going to help us get to Missoula. So that way we can try to scrap up some money for bus tickets back. So, yay. Which means lots of calls and messages to family and friends and lowering or forgetting or whatever you want to call it, you know, the whole pride thing, because I'm a very prideful creature. I really am. It's a big fault. I can be very awesome, but if you need help, I'm right there. If I have $1 and you need $1, it's yours. But when it comes to actually asking for anything, I dork it up. Because I'm like, nope, I will do this by myself. I can do this by myself. Which, I was talking to my friend Kat, and she very nicely, very, very nicely was like, yo, I love you, but yeah, you're going to have to do something. You can't just not ask for help. I mean, at worst, nothing happens. I mean, I'm phrasing her loosely. And she's right. At worst, nothing happens. So, it's one of those. I'm trying to learn how to get past it. And I will. But the van, yeah, we were driving and about a quarter of a mile from the mall, or the Saltese exit. And basically it blew the spare, and we'd already had to change it from one tire to the spare. So when the spare blew, there is another spare, but we couldn't get to it. And then after we looked underneath, because hilariously enough, the bumper came off when the tire blew. It was just, when the tire blew, we were on just the right spot, wrong spot, however you want to phrase it. And the bumper came off on the driver's side. And the frame back near the driver's side, the main frame, it cracked going up. And it was like, yeah, she's no good anymore. Poor van. I love my contrary, but yeah, she's dead. So, fun times. Tomorrow, the towing company said we could go clean her out and stuff like that, which there'll be a lot of stuff we leave behind. I don't necessarily want to, but I don't have room in 2 backpacks to pack everything I own, so, a lot of stuff can be replaced, and the important stuff is not going to be too hard to bring with us. It means that there will be, hopefully not, but chances are less videos temporarily. And it won't just be cell signal this time, which, like the other night I watched a beautiful lightning storm. If I had signal, I'd have put that on here, but no. It's been very bad for my phone everywhere we've parked. Like this morning, to even be able to call the tow people. We literally walked this trail a mile up the freaking hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it, on Olympic Trail in Montana. I think it starts at Taft and ends in St. Regis, 31-mile trail. But we had to climb up a mile on this trail to get high enough to actually get cell signal to be able to look for a tow company, to be able to call one. And it was like, well, and like I said, it's Montana Towing. They are freaking awesome. I explained to them about how right now let's be honest, we're broke. Because we've been traveling on a shoestring and we've been using the van for DoorDash deliveries, but sadly, the van also drinks a lot of gas. So, to make any bit of distance, we have to get a really good day in DoorDash, and we haven't really been getting to DoorDash a whole lot lately, anywhere that's actually had a whole lot. Like, the other week, I think we were 6 hours sitting, and we made $11.25. So, it's not necessarily been the best, and we've been putting it in gas, which the van has over half a tank of gas. Yeah, it's aggravating me. It's aggravating the piss out of me because I'm like, I've got over half a tank. If I could have just made it to Missoula so I could have got that stuff fixed, then the frame wouldn't have cracked. And, it ticks me off so bad because I'm like, And I even made sure to tell the guys, I'm like, yeah, there's more than half a tank of gas in there. So, and the gentleman that helped us, he was like, yeah, it's too bad our things use diesel. I'm like, it's not like you guys can't take the gas out, put it in your private vehicle, call it a perk. And he's like, well, we never really thought about that. Just like, I'll be leaving some of my little gamey things. I've got like a few teacups, just random odds and ends that it's not the money of them, it's more the emotion behind them. And then, let's see, I think I've covered it. Van breaking down, crappy signal, the awesome towing company, the lowering of the bullheaded pride, yes, pulling my head out my butt, so I could actually ask for help. Basically, when we get to Missoula, if we've been able to get any help on the fare for 2 Greyhound tickets back to our hometown area, then I will be very, very happy. But chances are we won't be able to get enough help to take care of the price of the tickets. So we may end up having to get a temporary job around here. So Missoula is a large enough area that we would have a shot at having something. I mean, the only problem is we hate to screw somebody over by getting a job and then leaving not too long after, because that is kind of cruddy to do. And don't get me wrong, we've done it in the past. We all have. I don't know of anybody who hasn't had a job that they're like, no, I can't. I cannot function. I cannot cope. And just left after a few months because you were like, no, I thought I could do this and I can't. But we try to avoid it. We always try to be upfront, like, no, this is temporary. And that's why the DoorDash works so great. But now with the van, that just like, that killed everything. So, yay, fun times. Brandon's gonna talk to his father tomorrow, I reckon. And I've talked to mine. Which, poor old Bill Bob, he was so happy for me to talk to him. And he killed me. He did. Because I was like, yeah, Dad, van broke down and stuff, and I'm waiting for his I told you so. What's this? Oh man, I couldn't understand a word I said. Like, I actually had cell phone signal for a change, because here in St. Regis, I actually have 5 bars. And Dad just kept screaming, and finally I got irritated with looking like I was just yelling randomly at somebody on the phone. I started talking to Brandon quietly, and then Dad's like, yep. And then answering everything I'm saying, I'm just like, he does that to me every once in a while, I swear, just to aggravate me, because I can scream at him all day long. He cannot understand me. But as soon as I'm not talking to him, he knows every damn thing I say. Drives me insane. But, yeah, I talked to him about it, and he was like, oh, can you glue it together? No, Daddy. Gluing it together is not going to work. well, what about this and that? And I'm like, Dad, we'll take what we can, but if we're going to be reasonably honest, we can't take that much. Because even with the greyhounds, we still, oh my goodness, the mosquitoes, we still have a limit as to what we can take. And so I had to be ready to get rid of some things. And it's going to be interesting. Because, oh, the paperwork. Like, so much paperwork. I mean, I don't think any of it's really bad off. I mean, but they're going to be destroying the trash anyway, so it's not like it's going to kill anything when we clean it out. Anyways, Brandon's currently walking around trying to find, I have no idea. But I think it's also he's bored, and the mosquitoes, they love him more. Him and his own negative blood, they love him so much more, and they'll eat him up, but he's not here. So I'm getting eat up. Reminds me, I'm going to have to make a way for him to come over here, make an excuse, so that way he sits here and I don't have to get eat up. Because I'm too lazy to walk anymore. I'm honest about it. Because I guess 2 days ago, don't ask me what was going through my head. I actually had the idea, I can walk on this little steep path. No, I couldn't. No. So my right ankle twisted a little bit. And it's not the first time it's twisted. There was a tiny little snap. And hilariously enough, it feels better for the most part than it has since my car wreck last year. So, yay. I mean, I'm surprised. It's still a bit sore and twingy because it did get turned. But otherwise, not bad. As you can see, we found a place to hide, or at least I did, because I've been getting sunburned the past few days very badly. And it wouldn't be so bad except for the fact that I found the sunscreen. I just kept forgetting to do the reapplication. And so it's my own fault, yet again. I get too busy doing one thing and forget to do another, which in this case it was. I got so busy trying to think of what to do with the van that I just didn't pay attention to the normal everyday stuff. And since today and yesterday and the day before has been stressful, I also got a soda. So I could sit there and caffeinated sugar bliss. Well, the mosquito apparently tries to eat my... Oh, God, get away from Pikachu. Ah, these little buggers are eating me up. But, yes, sorry I haven't been on here for the past few days. And hopefully, signal willing, I will be able to get on here more often. Oh, Lord, I don't know about how charging's going to go if we're lucky enough to get the money for a Greyhound bus. At the risk of sounding like an ass, anybody watching wants to throw a couple dollars our way, we'd be grateful. Don't feel like you have to. My PayPal's attached to my Twitch, I believe. And, oh, mosquito. If not, from what I can see on here, my chat's always open, and I've seen some messages stay there forever. So, I can always type it in there. I don't know. But the best I've got is, like, there's the little donate thing. I really don't have any idea how most of this works, honestly. I had to have help get most of it set up. I'm sorry. But thank you anybody out there watching, and thank you that one viewer that just keeps coming back. I do appreciate that. It makes this a little bit easier. So thank you. And hopefully everybody has a good day or night, depending on where you are. I will see you later.